What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ.
And Mike, and this high school football highlight is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your team's next event.
We're carrying the banner into the 2017 high school football season, and when it's this early, why not play for a trophy?
Derek Bedell, Mark Ziegenhagen, friends off the field, building a rivalry on it, playing for the SP Cup. More on that later. Bruins back after reaching their first semi since '91 last year.
Mayfair reloaded with high hopes. They're ranked number 1 in CIF Southern Section Division 9, and as if this game knew what we've been missing, hold on to your butts. Big hits all over the place in the early going.
For sure. It's this game was sick of high school football practice too, and ready to be facing someone in a different colored jersey.
Double thump on our first punt of the year. Andrew Martinez with the block. Malik Skiffer. Turnabout is fair play. Wilson took the lead on punt miscue in this game last year, and 2 plays later, 6 is going for 6.
Trey Anderson in from 6 yards out. Mayfair up 7-0 in the early goings. Ian Issa, the lone bright spot for Wilson on offense, 12 carries for 78 yards, but everything else was bogged down for the Bruins, who only had 2 trips into Mayfair territory.
That is real tough. Next punt, next example that special teams is still very important in high school football. 3 plays later, hello, Mr. Anderson. Say hey, Trey, on his way to 3 TDs.
Mistakes lifting Mayfair as they go up 13-0 at the end of the first quarter. Obviously, the band loving it. And then Issa good Wilson drive to start the second quarter. 6 of 11 Wilson plays on the following drive go to number 2. But the drive stalls in the red zone. Bruins stopped on 4th down.
TJ Easter and Mayfair defense stout. Mayfair, though, pinned in their own end as Antonio Nares and Wilson defense comes up with a nice stop. Then the dangerous punt. The ref warns the punter about the end line. You can see him look down at the end line and warn him. And then, that's over the line, Smokey.
It is over the line. Kind of weird to see a ref warn someone about that and then not call it. But on the very next play, Damian Fernandez swoops instead of a safety in the ball. Wilson playing defense again, and it's going to be 13-0 Monsoons at halftime.
It would get worse for the home team. Wilson needs a spark in the second half. How about Sweet Home Alabama coming up with a great pick? DeJour, Bama Smith, gonna sell it, but nope. Referee comes in to overturn the call and say the ball hit the ground.
It certainly didn't look from our video like it did. Bruins just can't catch a break at home, and after a Mayfair punt, the very next play, Sailboat and Skiffer on the spot yet again.
Next Wilson drive. What a time to be a 5. Chris Adamora with the interception, and if you pick it, you gotta 6 it.
This junior is an absolute game breaker. 60-yard interception return for a touchdown. Then, as JJ is updating Twitter about that, Adamora says, I want to do it Adamore.
40 yards this time for the pick 6. Mayfair caused 5 turnovers. They only allowed 69 yards passing on the night. Defense holding the SP Cup high. Mayfair taking that thing back to Lakewood after a 37-7 win on opening night.
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, including Papalucci's, a great place to eat down on 2nd Street. This season's just getting started for the Monsoons and the Bruins and all the other local teams. If you want to find out what happens, you got to keep it right here at your home for local sports.